This game is flashing lights. If you have seizures, please don't watch. Anyways, yeah, welcome to the Lancaster League, O'Brien State Park. It's a found footage horror game where we control the found footage, kind of. Uh, yeah, how do I go about this? I tried to record this not too long ago today, and before I figured out how to properly cap the frames, I had a really interesting computer crash. And if the video had saved properly, oh, that would have been a good scare. But we have to make do. So, the following tape and many others were covered by FBI intern Valerie Bardot and given to us. Cool. Leaving without a trace, she suddenly went missing at the end of her internship in Lancaster, California. That's her right there, probably. Oh, it said taken at the bottom. That's neat. Foul play suspected. She got grabbed! So long as Valerie is missing, these tapes will continue to be leaked. We gave you a chance, and this will be your last. Oh. I guess I'm not very good at my job if they're giving me a second chance. The information conveyed through this debrief/training tape pertaining to a prior investigation. It is imperative that agents refrain from viewing this material unless they possess the appropriate clearance and under the direct supervision of an instructor. Any failure to comply with this directive will result in prosecution to the fullest extent possible under the Espionage Act of 1917. You have been warned. I almost bit my cheek. That would have been bad. Fucking bite myself second time in a day. Okay, tape purpose, debrief. Date, 8/25/88. Clearance, TS, missing persons, entity present, status, revolved. Okay, great. Previously inhabited by both Dakota and Ojibwe tribes. Hey, how's it going? It is now home to year-round camper and hikers. The park, along with other state parks up north, has experienced an increase in animal-like attacks. The cause was unknown until found footage of missing persons. Brady Kaufman provided the Bureau with evidence that was committing the attacks. Okay, great. Running out of breath. On August 25th, 1988, Brady Kaufman, a 59-year-old male, visited O'Brien State Park unaccompanied. The subject's behavior during this time was unusual as he intermittently started recording at various times. Medical records revealed no history of mental health concerns. Okay. Ugh. Oh, wait, I missed up. Oh, fuck. He went missing. They found his body and his stuff. He was accompanied by, or the stuff's accompanied by annotations. Okay. Hopefully this will go better now. Subject initiated recording. The reason for the sudden recording activity remains unknown. Wow. Subject would occasionally zoom on certain objects. Wow. Look at this. Subject turned right and went to the bathroom to shower. Cool. So yeah, now we just do some like nature walk stuff. For a time. It's found footage, so we know we die eventually. But yeah. This is nice, kind of. I've already tried to walk in other people's camps. It doesn't work. There's like invisible walls. Fucking hell. I knew that was coming and it still got me. Hate that. Ugh. Ugh. So, I get... Ugh. The fuck is wrong with my voice there? Oh, bathrooms. Here we go. So, how's everybody's day? I don't really have too much to say here because, you know... Okay, yeah, I don't have too much to say because, you know, brain's all frazzled. Subject stops filming, then takes a shower. It is estimated 10 minutes elapsed before the subject films again. The subject returns to the campsite. Hooray. I took the camera in the shower with me. Bleh. Who's pooping in there? No. Okay. Ugh. I, like, exhausted all my creativity in that, first failed corrupted recording, and now I'm just, like, I don't know, dead to the world. I'm like, what say now? Duh. Yeah, it's not great. It's how it be sometimes, though. Sucks that we can't run. I would just speedrun entirely through this. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta deal with the hand you've been dealt. Or something. Oh, wow. That was majestic. Alright. A lot of fireflies. A lot of fireflies. I think this is our camp. Oh, yep. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that fella. I don't know who he is, but he's in our camp. And I don't like that. Alright, upon return to the campsite, an unknown figure stands near the subject's tent. Neither campground records nor witnesses recall seeing a weight mail of this profile. Why this person was here or who they are still remains unknown, but is not being actively pursued. Yeah, I think it should be, but whatever. What do I know? Largest jump of times happens at this point with an estimate of 1 to 2 hours time elapsed. The recording resumes with the subject 2 miles in the Hardwood Hills Loop. Why the subject started the hike is not relevant to the Bureau's involvement. It should be. Ah, sorry, my finger's very itchy. Yeah, so we're supposed to, like, just continue our nature walk, I guess. Again, still can't run, so that sucks. But, you know, we'll deal with it. You know, it's weird to, look at the screen and see the elapsed recording time in the corner there. And then look over at my OBS and see that I've been recording for, like, 7.5 minutes. It's just weird as all. But hey, at least we're in nature. Isn't that neat? Wow. There's a deer out there. That sucks. Alright. Oh. It got quieter for a second. You know what that means. There's a predator in the vicinity. Perhaps. Could it be a mountain lion? Or is it actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf? You know, I'm still upset that the game is gonna decide to go for, spooky folklore creature route. Like, I get it, you know, Hello. Like, I get it, you know, people are always gonna go for, oh, this thing that's unexplained. This'll be spooky. But nobody ever decides to go for, like, haha, hee hee, here's a little forest gnome, he's gonna stab you in the kneecap now. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, big Ooga Booga monster that wears the skin of the fallen. That's scary, sure. But at this point, it's getting overplayed. You know? At what point are people just gonna say, hey, my game, the bad guy is gonna be a 3-foot-tall dwarf who's gonna, like, eat your organs or something, I don't know. That deer died. That's sad. It is bright as fuck for, like, midnight. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I have seen nights that are very bright because of the moon, but I don't know, it's always weird. I don't know if anybody else ever feels that, but yeah. How long's this walk gonna take? Oh, there we go. Look at that. See that right there? See that right there? That's a deer. No, he's not dead. He's fine. He's just sleeping. With raspberry jam. Subject encountered sleeping deer hugged by entity. The film abruptly ends after subject detects entity in vicinity. Subject exhibits distress and flees off trail. Entity pursues subject and can be heard in approximate. Subject resumes filming approximately 4 minutes after pause. This marks the final pause. Cool. Subject is audible for the first time, displaying emotions of fear. Can I run yet? Subject begins running as multiple sounds of entities surround him. Oh yeah. It's time. We must run for the hills. That's like right in front of me. Maybe. That's like directly to my left now. Everything's very loud. Footsteps to my right. That's a hill. Can I Skyrim my way up it? No? Okay, great. Huh? I cannot wait to get eviscerated. Up, up, invisible walls. I'm stuck. Tree, help me! Help! Help, I'm gonna get got. I'm getting guarded! Oh. Oh, subject struggles against entity, but sets away the camera to severely damage. What? Subject drops flashlight and then camera. It creates a shadow backdrop. Okay. Subject blood creeps into frame. Distant entities can be heard. Okay. Okay. I don't like that just got, like, loud. Brady Kaufman's death would occur over the next 5 minutes. The remaining footage has been cut short for viewer discretion. Additional entities can be heard and would later fight over the remains. The footage ends when the camera battery runs out. Cool. Subject's remains were found scattered. Most flesh was consumed. Little personnel items remained intact. The public was told it was an abnormal bear attack. I know that says a abnormal bear attack, but I'm ignoring it. Case relevance. The subject's film was the first footage captured of S0012. Ultimately, the subject's footage provided the Bureau proof to extend funding in special operation to contain entities. This case marks the first of many successful entity absolution programs, or resolution programs. Uh-huh. Containability, 3. Risk severe. That's a pretty good model, I'm not gonna lie. Creatures originated from Native American tribes of the Great Lakes region. Malevolent spiritual beings bring terror to forest dwellers and are linked to numerous missing persons cases. Tall and emaciated looking, they bear antlers and possess an insatiable appetite for human flesh. Cool. According to recent intelligence, there has been a notable resurgence of them, and their geographical distribution is now expanded southward towards Minneapolis. Ha! In response to this emerging threat, the Bureau has established a joint task force in collaboration with the Canadian CSIS to take immediate and decisive action to... Okay. It is imperative to maintain strict operational security and keep the general public uninformed of these operations to prevent any unnecessary panic or interference. Okay. Oh. Is that it? Story doesn't end here. Read the associated no sleep story Reddit icon and menu. I work as a security secretary in a small FBI office. A man in a pink poncho almost killed me. Consider joining the Discord or newsletter to know the release of the next game. Huh. Lancaster leak crisis at call center. Okay. You know what? I think I am gonna read that, so I'll be back in a second. Okay. Anyways, everybody, welcome. I hope the background is suitable for the reading. So, this is the no sleep story that the game was based off of. It's called I Work as a Secretary at a Small FBI Office. A man in a pink poncho almost killed me. Today was the tipping point. For months, I've been working as a secretary at a small FBI office in Lancaster, a sleepy town on the outskirts of Los Angeles. My job as a secretary includes what you'd expect: phone calls, donut deliveries, but also a constant need to redirect old people to the police department. Believe it or not, the Bureau doesn't care that your neighbor's dog constantly barks. Despite the monotony, I've come to appreciate the stability of my job, something I've desperately needed as I approach my late 20s. But today didn't include any of those things. Or maybe it did. That's the problem. I can't remember. I arrived at the office and fired up the hissing Keurig coffee machine, and the next thing I knew, I was waking up in a daze as my boss wished me a happy weekend. This wasn't just a momentary lapse in memory induced by a boring day. No, it was a complete blackout. Poof. Gone. In an instant, and transported 8 hours into the future. Strange things have been happening at the office for a while now, but they're becoming more frequent and severe. I hadn't told anyone because I knew no one would believe me. But today, I've decided to share what's been going on, as I finally have some proof of the weird shit going on here. After rubbing my eyes deeply from what felt like a long slumber, I checked my desk for any clues about what happened. I woke my computer from sleep, checking Outlook and Teams before shifting my gaze to my second monitor. That's when I saw the Word document, over 15 pages long, single-spaced. It was a detailed record of my activities, with timestamps down to the minute. The words on the page were familiar, but I couldn't remember typing them. As I read through the document, my heart raced faster with each line. I've summarized the document below and omitted timestamps that seemed irrelevant. 10:45 a.m. There's an old man in a pink poncho sitting in the waiting room. I've asked him if he needed anything, but he's ignoring me. His eyes are glued to the wall, as if he's waiting for something. Look, I've seen California crazy, but this is just bizarre. It's not even raining out. 10:50 a.m. The Barley twins swung by and took an exaggerated double take in an eerie unison motion. When I asked them what was wrong, they said, quote, "Just checking if the smoking hot chick is back." I told them what I've told them 1,000 times, that my temp job replacing the old secretary is now permanent. They chuckled at my annoyance as they walked away, their eyes lingering on me a little too long. I could hear them complaining about not getting a female replacement, and that I'm just not fun. I rolled my eyes and went back to reading my novel. 11:03 a.m. I swear the old man in the pink poncho is looking at me. In my peripheral vision, I can see his dark black eyes gazing at me. It's like he's studying me, waiting for me to make a move. But when I look up, he's back to staring at the wall. It's an uncanny fixation. If he keeps it up, I'm gonna have to ask him to leave. 12:35 p.m. The sound of a revving engine outside signaled the arrival of the FedEx driver, yet again, demanding to know about the package. Irritation bubbled inside me at that relentless daily visits of this delivery person. I couldn't tell if it was some twisted prank from the Barley twins or if the driver was genuinely delusional. I told her no, that we never will have a package for her, and that she's frankly stupid for asking. She rolled her eyes, blew a bubble from her gum, and popped it before walking away. 12:36 p.m. The pink poncho man is gone. 12:44 p.m. Jensen swooped by and caught me by surprise. He had that gleeful, childish smile on his face as he peered over my desk and asked, "What you doing?" I could tell he didn't actually care, but I mustered up a response. Nothing, just cleaning out some... Hey, so did you see any packages come in? Or taken? Or any with the packages at all? He tapped his foot nervously on the floor. Right when I was about to respond, he cut me off once more, face pale and eyes twitching, searching for something behind me. Never mind, it's, probably nothing. He wandered in an aimless direction behind me at a hurried pace. 1 p.m., I confronted the Barley twins while they were working. James had his feet up on his desk, lazily flipping through a magazine, while Tommy was intently focusing on a game on his computer. I could feel my blood boil as I approached them. James looked up with a grin and spoke. "Hey, sweetheart. Here to bring us coffee?" "You two better stop with the whole package thing," I seethed. "Jensen blew it. His acting sucks. You know better than to take advantage of our boss's innocence. And besides, this whole damn thing is too complicated. What's the point?" James squinted his face in confusion. "Look, man, as much as I would like to take credit for whatever is bothering you, it ain't us. We're busy with work, just like you should be." Tommy joined in and let out a playful wink. I glared at them both. I couldn't discern if they were telling the truth. 1:14 p.m. I caught the FedEx driver trying to sneak past my desk. She had a hoodie up and obnoxious black sunglasses. I whistled at her and motioned with my hands for her to come over. She sighed at getting caught. Before she could speak, I shouted, "I don't have it, I don't want it, and I don't want anything to do with it. Got it?" She proceeded to flick me off. In response, I threw a pencil at her. I missed, but it's the thought that counts. 2:32 p.m. After enduring an hour-long meeting, I entered the bathroom and was hit by the putrid smell of urine and mold like a wall. I quickly scanned the 3 stalls, only to freeze when I saw the old man in the bright pink poncho standing in the middle one. My first thought was to leave and hold it, but my bladder had other ideas. I took the urinal to his right and did my business as fast as I could. That's when I felt his eyes on me. I tried to ignore it and keep my eyes on my feet, but something compelled me to look up. And there he was. His eyes locked on mine, slowly fixing his drooping frown into a sinister, twitching grin. He pulled down his poncho hood, revealing a tattoo on the side of his bald head that I couldn't quite make out. I backed up, and the man followed, imitating my movement and maintaining eye contact like his head was a gyroscope. It was at this point that I noticed the partially see-through poncho was in fact his only article of clothing. I yelled, "You, dude, what the fuck?" as I lifted my hand, blocking my vision, but when I could smell his wretched odor get closer, I split my fingers, creating a small peephole. The man's face was only inches away from mine, with an inhuman smile that stretched to the sides of both of his eyes. His eyes consisted of only black dot pupils slowly dilating, pearl-white sclera, and no iris. His ivory teeth were sharpened daggers, tainted yellow and rotten dry red. He wailed nonsensical words that reverberated off the walls of the cramped bathroom. I screamed at him to stop, hoping someone would hear me, but he just kept moving one step closer as I took a step back, his smile growing wider and wider. I could feel my heart pounding in my chest, and I knew I had to make a break for it. I frantically tore open the bathroom door, praying that he wouldn't lunge at me as I fled. 2:38 p.m. Susan from HR brought me a free t-shirt. Thanks, Susan. 2:45 p.m. Security came by to get my report of the incident. As far as they can tell, it's just another crazy homeless person. I tried to tell them there was something different about him, that his smile was unearthly, but they thought I was being hyperbolic. 2:39 p.m. Oh, 2:59 p.m. After making a long pit stop in the break room to fully decompress, I returned to my desk to find a cardboard box. It lacks any address, and the cardboard is weirdly fresh, without any dirt or damage. I think I'm gonna open it. And that's it. After that point, just 1 minute after, I awoke from my daze apparently. I don't remember any of these events. I don't even know this FedEx driver that I apparently lost my cool with, and allegedly knew from the prior week. And that guy in the pink poncho? We'll have to ask Dan at IT if he has access to security tapes and get his report. I submitted to security. The only evidence I have that this happened is that I'm wearing the new FBI logo embroidered shirt Susan gave me. I want to be clear again. I'm clean as a whistle. I haven't taken any drugs or even had a drop of alcohol. So unless I'm developing early dementia, does anyone know how this could have happened? I appreciate any comments or insights that you might have to offer, and I'll make sure to respond to them this week. I'll also post a follow-up with any new information I come across, as well as some other stories from my past that I think you'll find interesting. Thank you for reading. So anyways, everyone, that was the Lancaster leak, and its subsequent story. I am a secretary in an FBI building, and I was almost killed by a man in a pink poncho. I think that was the title. I know I just finished reading it, but, yeah. So anyways, thank you for watching. Stay safe out there. Be kind to one another, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.